30 organizations published an ad in Haaretz English, an emergency call to the international community. Stop the forcible transfer in the West Bank. It starts off, we, the undersigned human rights and civil society NGOs in Israel, call on the international community to act urgently to stop the state-backed wave of settler violence, which has led and is leading to the forcible transfer of Palestinian communities in the West Bank. For the past 3 weeks, settlers have been exploiting the lack of public attention to the West Bank, as well as the general atmosphere of rage against Palestinians, to escalate their campaign of violent attacks in an attempt to forcibly transfer Palestinian communities. During this period, no fewer than 13 hurting communities have been displaced. Many more are in danger of being forced to flee in the coming days if immediate action is not taken. Palestinian farmers are particularly vulnerable at this time, during the annual olive harvest season, because if they are unable to pick their olives, they will lose a year's income. And then it goes on to talk about settler violence against the olive farmers, which I want to skip over because of TikTok censorship. Unfortunately, the Israeli government is supportive of these attacks and does nothing to stop the violence. On the contrary, government ministers and other officials are backing the violence, and in many cases, the military is present or even participates in the violence, including in incidents where settlers have censorship Palestinians. Moreover, since the war has begun, there have been a growing number of incidents in which violent settlers have been documented attacking nearby Palestinian communities while wearing military uniforms and using government-issued weapons. With grave concern and with a clear understanding of the political landscape, we recognize that the only way to stop this forcible transfer in the West Bank is a clear, strong, and direct intervention by the international community. Now is the time to act. And again, 30 Israeli NGOs have signed. Just to read off a couple of them: Rabbis for Human Rights, Physicians for Human Rights Israel, Mothers Against Violence Israel, Women Lawyers for Social Justice, Combatants for Peace, Breaking the Silence, A Land for All, and many more. You can read the list below.